Always great to have a brother in the Aces and Eights on with us here on Bustin'
You know, once you ride with Ace and H, you never walk alone, my
That's
boy.
it, brother. That's it, brother. Good to see you, D'Lo.
Good to see you as always, Bubba.
What do we got, Dave?
Well, no, just for D'Lo about WrestleMania. Like, what are your feelings when you get to this time of the year?
Well, this is a time of year where you've got to bring your A game. It's like WrestleMania is a day where it's not promised to anybody. It's a culmination of a year long's work, and when you see your name on the WrestleMania list, you know you've accomplished something, and then your thing is, where am I on the card? Because now I want to see how relevant my angle, my storyline is all year long. So this is peak performance time. This is Super Bowl time right now.
Yeah.
D'Lo. Go ahead, Tommy.
I was just, we were speaking of that before, and the other side of that is worry when you're not so much on the show, like especially with two nights, because we were talking earlier, there's 4 people who were involved in both nights. So that real estate, and you know this, of being on the show, it gets eaten up real quick. There are so many other storylines that should have such a main focus, but the powers and the star power of the guys in the main event are, really big when it comes to The Rock, Roman, Cody, and Seth. Like, for you, is there any other storyline that you wish had more attention just because it really has piqued your interest?
Well, I love the Rhea, Becky storyline, but I wish there would be more female highlighted storylines. You have the guys taking up a lot of real estate, and there's a lot of strong females out there who could be being utilized on this WrestleMania. So hopefully they will get an opportunity. WrestleMania 2 nights, talking 6 hours of TV. It sounds like a lot of time, but then when those minutes get allocated, it gets eaten up really quickly.
What was your first Mania?
WrestleMania 13 in Chicago. I took the Doomsday device from the Road Warriors because we had the Nation had a 6-man with the Road Warriors and Ahmed Johnson.
Nice. Taking the Doomsday device from the hometown team to the hometown guy.
With the Road Warrior pop. I'll never forget it and love it.
Wow.
One of my favorite memories.
D'Lo, one of the conversations that we've been having here for weeks, maybe a month now, is about Cody. I'd love to get your take on, do you think Cody is the guy? 2-part question. Is he the guy?
He's going to be the guy because that's where the direction they're going. I look at Cody and and I don't say this disrespectfully, I've never seen that top tier echelon guy. But they have made Cody, since he's come back over from AEW, into that top tier guy. So for the purposes of what story they're telling, he's the guy.
If you had the pencil, would you pull the trigger on night 2 of WrestleMania this year and put the Universal Championship on Cody Rhodes?
You have to, because I don't know if his character can go another 365 days to a third WrestleMania. I don't know if fatigue will play in. It is hard to keep the interest of the fans and get them sympathetic with you. It's even more difficult to do it for 2 years, damn near impossible to keep it going for a third year to finish the story, in my opinion.
Okay.
I agree. And thank you for that, D'Lo. Appreciate that. Because I swear, if your answer went another way, I was walking off. So WrestleMania.
I don't want to get yelled at, Dave. I don't want to get yelled at. I've heard you yell. I don't want that to happen.
I would never yell at you. You've been in my home. You've broke bread in my home before. So
yes.
I would never. Yes. So I would never ever disrespect you like that.
Well, thank you. I'm getting yelled at, aren't I?
If you would have gave a different answer, he would have went off on you.
I know he would have.
He's the head of the Cody Crybabies.
He's the OG.
The OG Cody Crybaby.
Are you going to be in Philadelphia for WrestleMania?
I will not be in Philadelphia this year. I usually take, when I do the conventions, like WrestleCons, I go 1 year. I take the next year off because I don't like oversaturating myself in a market. So last year I was in LA. I'll do Mania wherever it is next year.
Okay.
D'Lo, what about Dave? Sorry.
No, because I do have a pink robe for you that I want to give you. It's what the Cody Crybabies wear. So
Oh, right.
I was gonna personally give it to you in Philadelphia, but I'll get your address and I'll send it to you so you can wear it when Cody wins the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at WrestleMania 40.
Okay, I will wear the pink Cody Crybaby robe proudly.
D'Lo,
I appreciate
for
that.
yourself, whether it was another match or another moment or a match or a moment that you were involved in, talk to me about your favorite WrestleMania moment and why.
Easily it's the first one because it's WrestleMania 13. It's the first time you're on that stage. The first time everything seems different. It's like, to me, WrestleMania is Oz, and the rest of the year you're living in Kansas. So you walk into the arena and everything's in color and everything is bright light and everyone's singing and the flowers are blooming. It's just that important. So that first time you feel that and experience it, to me, was, I mean, I can remember everything I was doing that day, from sitting down and catering, talking to Walter Payton, to, 3 hours later getting Doomsday device. So it's that first WrestleMania to me is the most special of all time.
What about as a fan? Did you have a favorite moment?
WrestleMania 10, Brett versus Owen, was
Nice.
one of my. It's just watching Owen as the crybaby little brother get that win over the established Bret Hart, and then going on to interact with both of those guys later on to realize what kind of characters they are. WrestleMania 10 was a good one for me.
And really quick, because we're up against the break, and thank you again so much for the time. But WrestleMania 15, crazy to say, tomorrow will be 25 years
Wow.
since WrestleMania 15. Tomorrow, you're involved in 2 matches in Philadelphia, which is where WrestleMania 40 is going to. Talk about just performing in front of that Philadelphia crowd.
Well, being from the area, it was even more special because my family was in the audience. So, and then Philly is like New York. If you can get over in Philly, because it's hard to get over in Philly, because the people there, they either love you or hate you or love to hate you. So if you can get over in Philly, it means a whole lot. And to go out there, and the first one was Tess and I for a match to determine who was going to wrestle for the tag team titles, and then it was Owen and Jeff on the main show. And to be out there twice in front of that crowd was pretty special.
Thank you. It's going to be special this year, WrestleMania 40. I do agree with you. Thank you for your expert, analysis of what we're going to see in that main event night number 2 at WrestleMania 40, because right now is the perfect time to pull the trigger on Cody Rhodes. And I think the fans want to see it, and I agree with you 100%. That's what makes you who you are and how great you are. Thank you so much, sir, for the time. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Bubba,
Indeed.
Guy, Tommy, see you guys later. Appreciate you guys.